Verdum is gone, and I think him and the UFC have severed ties. So probably not gonna see Verdum. So there you go. Who else?
I mean, the other ones aren't important. The other heavyweights aren't important. This,
Tuivasa. John Jones probably never fight Tuivasa. Who else? So that's what I'm
this,
saying. Like, if he beats Stipe, he beats everybody, and I just don't feel that. I just don't feel that that's a good matchup for him, in my
hey,
personal
man,
opinion.
it's the
I
best
feel
matchup for
that.
him, and he got it, man.
I feel that Curtis Blaze would be a good matchup for him. I feel JDS would be a good matchup for him because JDS, all he has is his striking, essentially. I mean, he has all that Brazilian jiu-jitsu and all the other stuff, but he ain't gonna do that against John Jones. He ain't gonna do that. He gonna start doing cartwheel kicks and '90s,
Early
early
'90s
'90s
breakdancing.
kung fu kicks,
Wow,
early '90s. Because
early '90s kid movie kung fu kicks.
yeah, because in the early '90s there was always like a Taekwondo specialist that had a mullet and was from America and had American flags on his pants and shit. He always did Taekwondo,
This is true.
and those are the type of kicks that JDS throws. And he throws those forget about it kicks. Forget about it.
Wait, where is he? Over there. Forget about it. I kicked him.
Forget about it. You think someone wants to take a roundhouse kick to the face when I'm wearing these bad boys? Forget about
Wow.
it.
Forget about it.
Those are
You
the type of
turn them.
kicks.
You turn that man into an Italian an Italian mobster. I guess I don't know. Forget
Those are guys. Those. That's how JDS be throwing his kicks or whatever the case may be. So I think I think that would be a better fight for him. But I mean, hey, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see. And now that we just had this argument, now we have someone on the line. So if the fight does happen, I honestly don't know if the fight is happening for real.
No,
To
it's
be very
not gonna
honest with
happen because the only time it was gonna happen was this July 6th, and as soon as you thought everybody was like, oh shit, getting ready for it. Oh snap.
you.
John Jones is
Thor
gonna be fighting
Santos.
Thor Santos.
Thor Santos. Yeah, he's gonna be fighting Thor Santos. We're gonna see how that works.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna do a good job against Thor Santos.
yeah.
I think he's gonna take a Milner and shove it up his ass.
He might even get Loki's scepter and do something with it.
Yeah, you didn't know the name of it, so my quote was cooler. Anyways, so yeah.
That's it, man. I'm just doing it for the people that don't know anything about that shit, bro.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, but so I think he's gonna fight Santos. So I don't think that fight's gonna happen. I do agree with you. One way Renzo. I think that fight is null and void. And
Yeah.
honestly, after that fight, hopefully by then Adesanya would have beat Kevin Gastelum and Whitaker. And what we really want to see, will happen, was Israel Adesanya versus John Bones Jones. That's
Which
what I
is
want
a
to see.
fight. Which is a fight that will not happen if John Jones fights one fight at heavyweight.
Oh yeah, it will not happen at all because what the fuck is the purpose?
Yeah.
You
Like, what
know
am
what I'm
I'm
what
going
is the
down there
purpose?
messing them kids for?
Yeah, exactly,
What's going on?
exactly.
Yeah.
But I think that is a bigger money maker. I think that is a way bigger money maker, way bigger money maker, and
You
that's what
think
they
so?
want. Oh yeah, way better, way bigger, way bigger. Because if you got to think about it, when
That's right.
Adesanya goes
Adesanya is from a different continent, so
different
yeah.
continent, and then if Adesanya goes and beats John Jones, and then um goes and beat John Jones, and then goes and beat well, if Adesanya goes and beats Whitaker and Gastelum within 2 years, come on, dog, come on, dog. That's gonna say he out of there.
Well, I
He ready.
mean, shout out
He out of
to
there.
shout out to Whitaker and Gastelum being good fighters, but that didn't what you just said didn't mean anything to me. He beat Whitaker Gastelum.
Oh
For
well,
some
man,
reason, I never
you
really paid
tripping.
attention to them as
Oh,
fighters,
you
man.
tripping. You tripping.
Hey, man,
Because
it is what
Whitaker,
it is, man.
because one person in that division. You know Yoel Romero and Whitaker beat that motherfucker twice.
Yeah. Oh well,
Twice.
I heard there were controversial victories.
Oh no, the second one, no, the first one he beat his ass. The first one. I mean, the first one Whitaker beat his ass. Now, the second
Yeah,
one, yeah, we can, however you want to do
yeah,
it, we can go.
yeah, yeah. I hear we're yeah. Here we were a little controversial as far as that ending of that fight was concerned. So I guess it's me. I look at fighters from many different perspectives, but usually just one. And Yoel looks like me, so I give him I give him more credit than I should sometimes. So, and Gastelum and Whitaker, not very much.
Listen, listen. Whitaker's a great fighter. Gastelum, um, listen. Gastelum basically followed the same. They both lost at welterweight, and they moved up to heavyweight because middleweight because they couldn't make the weight. Not because they couldn't make the weight; they were better at their natural weight, and they've flourished since then. So, Gastelum knocked out Michael Bisping, even though Michael Bisping might have been suspect.
Well, Michael Bisping is definitely he was as old as Joe Louis was when Harlem Nights came out.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
So knocked out Michael Bisping, but I think if my man beats both of them, and with the hype and the way he promotes himself and what he has to offer, I think Israel's his fanfare is already huge. It's just gonna rise, and him as a champion goes up and fights John Jones. I think that's going to be a big pay per view, way bigger than Stipe John Jones.
Well,
Way
I
bigger.
mean, I don't know
Because they're gonna be able to sell that fight better.
Yeah.
Because both of them are gonna engage each other in the trash talk. Because what's gonna
Well,
happen is this. What's gonna happen is this. Adesanya is gonna trash talk Jones. Jones is gonna be passive at first. Adesanya is gonna trash talk Jones, and then Jones is gonna engage with him.
no, well,
I
we'll
think you're
see.
gonna be able to get something out of that.
I,
Whereas
I I don't see
Jones,
that happening,
I don't think Stipe is gonna be able to sell that fight. He's not a
bro.
fight
I'm
seller.
not even and I'm not going that way at all. I'm telling you straight up that Israel Adesanya might be talking shit to John Jones, but John Jones is not a shit talk. John Jones talks shit to Daniel Cormier because he don't like Daniel Cormier.
You're right. You are right. You are 100% right. I honestly I think that's the only time we've seen that come out
Yeah,
of
like
John
that's why
Jones.
it was so shocking to people. That's why people were like he's mean.
It's like I hope he's crying. The women was like, I don't like. I'm sorry, I don't like DC. I hope he's crying
That-
somewhere. I was like, oh
that's
shit,
it, man. This man really doesn't like him.
that's kind of
So
ill.
he usually runs around with that respect factor. Like even though he was disrespecting Anthony Smith, he never said anything bad about
Nah, not for real. He just said, hey, I'm not ignoring you, Anthony Smith. I'm gonna come here and beat the shit out of you. I'm gonna give you my full attention so I can beat the fuck out of you. You fucking
him.
scrub. Fuck you, Anthony
Oh,
Smith. That's what he really
how,
said to him.
how dare they give you the 2 wins?
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Oh okay. Oh okay. You lit now. All right. Cool. You gonna get your ass kicked. I'm gonna
Oh,
beat the shit out of you, but it's all good.
is this kid
Yeah.
wearing his glasses to the octagon?
yeah,
You can get your ass whooped.
yeah, I'm gonna beat the brakes off of you. So yeah,
Oh,
you're right. You're right. You're 100% right. But
yeah. That
yeah,
man
I
he
think
really dislikes Daniel Cormier, man.
because
Yeah.
if Daniel Cormier had looking at that fight, I think in John Jones's mind, he always visioned it happening the way it happened. But I
Yeah.
think in the rest of the world, didn't really know. And I think that's the first time John Jones was ever really doubted like that for real. Like, yeah, we don't really know, bro. Because, I mean, if you think about it on paper, right, Daniel Cormier should beat the shit out of John Jones. Beat the shit out of John Jones. But, I mean, especially if you look at the first fight, but that's not what happened. Like, I mean, before that fight happened, I mean, you're a John Jones stan, I get it, but nonetheless, before that fight happened, can you honestly say that you saw Daniel Cormier not getting one takedown, and actually John Jones actually getting the takedown? No one really saw that for real. No
No,
one saw that.
I didn't see that shit happening
Yeah,
specifically.
if you thought John Jones was gonna
But
win, you probably thought John Jones would be able to get back up and do something real cool and kung fu ninja like to
yeah,
Daniel Cormier, maybe kick him in the
yeah,
face, hit him with a
but
spinning elbow,
but
and
these
then
are the
beat him that
things.
way.
But we saw that with the Tyron Woodley and Kamar Dean Usman. I've never seen.
You
Um,
really are
I've
you really
I've
are
never
determined to
seen.
make sure you say his full name. I
Yeah.
appreciate that, brother. I
Yes.
appreciate that, my brother. You
Look,
know what I'm
hey
saying?
man,
From
look,
a Nigerian, I appreciate that, my
bro.
brother.
I watched. I watched him on Joe Rogan, and when he told me how he became Marty, it hurt my feelings. So I will call him Kamar Dean. I call him his name.
Well,
Yeah,
hopefully Kamar Dean can hear this and
yeah, man.
shout us
Call him
out
in his
so we
name.
can get more
Cause
listeners.
just a punk ass dude that didn't want to say
Kamar
his
Dean.
name just said, you're Marty. And
Yeah, I've been
like,
Elijah before.
yeah,
I've been
Elijah.
Elijah before. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
can't say
what?
that. You're
Look,
Elijah. Oh,
my
okay.
name, Lonzo. Yeah, you'll be Lonzo. Come on, Lonzo. Like, bro, that don't even look like Lonzo. You just made that REN a whole, just an N by itself, bro. Like,
Yeah.
the three letters you just.
One day when we start that other podcast, after we done got the bag, we'll talk about that a little
Yeah.
bit more. We'll
Yeah,
talk
after we
about
get
that.
that Patreon. That
Yeah,
Patreon is what we're going to do
yeah.
with
Until we
that
get
one
that
right there.
Patreon, make a couple
Yeah.
bucks, and we can quit our jobs. Then
Yeah.
maybe then
Ba-
we'll have that podcast. But
yeah.
anyways, I think we're at the time where it's almost time to wrap. You got
Yeah.
anything else you want to talk about?
No, man, I just want to just go out this podcast saying that there are a couple of athletes, LeBron James and John Jones, that I'll probably stand for the rest of my life. But to be quite honest, the reason why I'm not interested in the Stipe fight is because I only want the Daniel Cormier and them other dudes too big. Stop playing. Uh, so yeah, man. I appreciated the back and forth of this discussion. I just want to take an opportunity to be real. It's not that I think that John Jones can do all things through Christ that strengthens him. I
Of
believe that
course you
John
do.
Jones got that. Just believe John Jones got that tattoo because he believes it, and I believe he believes it. So I'll be
Yeah,
there for him.
he believes it. He definitely believes it, and I mean, and his resume will show that he's not wrong in believing it. I just, once again, I mean, it comes down to a point of, I mean, I just don't want to. I honestly listen. I honestly want I want the John Jones legacy to remain intact because it makes Daniel Cormier, who I like, that much more. Like if you think about it like this, everybody else gets washed. You're
Yeah,
the only one that really gave him a fight for real. First time he didn't finish you, he kind of just survived and outpointed you. The second time, he was losing, and then he finished you. There you go. That honestly just makes your resume that much better, in my personal opinion. So yeah, and I really would. I think it'd just be whack if John Jones were to go up and just gets knocked out by like some fucking scrub like Travis Brown. No offense, but Travis Brown is a scrub. Like if he gets
yeah,
knocked out by Travis Brown, it's like what the fuck? Why the
yeah.
fuck did we do this?
If it ends anyway, like the introduction of Greg Hardy, it'll just be anticlimactic. Something you
Yeah,
don't
it's
want to
like what
see
the
again.
yeah.
Even if
Yeah,
it even if it ends similar to Robbie Lawler and Ben Askren.
yeah,
Be
yeah,
just highly upset and disappointed. Dang,
yeah,
man, we
yeah.
ready for this for
Even
real.
though Ben Askren did put himself in position to like, bet Robbie Lawler was gonna go to sleep.
Yeah,
He was gonna go
yeah.
to
No
sleep.
matter what.
Like I don't care what nobody says.
No
I
matter
don't
what.
care what MMA blog tries to tell you that Robbie Lawler no. Had like the fault is only on your boy with the dreads. I forgot his name. I'm sorry
Herb
because I
Dean.
forgave him. Is on Herb Dean. But regardless, all Herb Dean did was save him from getting choked out. That boy, like he was not getting out of that position, and he had a whole minute left. You mean to tell me he's just going to stay in that choke the entire time? Ben Askren was not going to jockey for position with his superior wrestling, maybe get another choke, a better choke,
Yeah,
going in. Like,
yeah,
nah, he was done. He was in a dominant
yeah.
position. He was getting choked out. End of story. He won that fight. But anyways, we didn't get to how we feel about Woodley versus Lawler because I don't know if we had that much time. But maybe on the next episode we'll cover that. And I kind of want to talk about in the next episode, Murder Mook. We got to bring
We'll
him to the.
definitely get to both Murder Mook and Tyron Woodley in the next episode because I got some interesting things to say about both of those men. But shout out to Tyron Woodley for finally getting another fight and Murder Mook. ... That's all I
All
got to
right.
say for him right now.
All right. Cool. All right. Cool. So we'll see y'all next week to the Body Podcast. I appreciate, hey, I appreciate. Shouts out to, what's the name of the organization that has been showing us the support as of late.
The
I don't want to.
LDBC, man. The
Yeah.
LDBC, man. The Lions Den Boxing Community, and then the LDMMAC, the Lions Den Mixed Martial Arts Community. They really been fucking with us heavily over the past week or so, but especially last couple of days because it's been fight weekend. So shout out to PK Boxing and shout out to Focus Ball Entertainment, Junior Truth, and all those other guys